superheroes are supposed to inspire us. They stand for something greater. Ideals, justice, the unwavering belief that one person can make a difference. For years, Captain America has been the embodiment of that spirit, a man out of time, a soldier shaped by war yet always guided by a moral compass that never wavered. Steve Rogers was the perfect soldier, but time moves forward, and so do the legends we hold on to. Now, that shield belongs to Sam Wilson. And with Captain America: Brave New World, we're stepping into unfamiliar territory. One where the hero isn't just fighting villains, but also the weight of expectations, history, and a world that isn't sure if it's ready for him. From the start, the film establishes that this isn't just another chapter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's a statement. Sam Wilson is Captain America. It's not a question. It's not a debate. But while the world may see the symbol, Sam sees the responsibility. He wasn't a super soldier, never injected with a miracle serum that made everything easier. He's a man who chose to pick up the shield, not because it was his birthright, but because someone had to carry the legacy forward. And that's where Brave New World takes an interesting turn. It's not just about punching villains and saving the day. It's about legacy, doubt, and the question that lingers in the air. Can you truly replace a legend? Anthony Mackie steps into this role with the same grounded charisma that made us love him as Falcon. But this isn't Falcon anymore. Gone are the wings, the aerial acrobatics, the sense of being the supporting player in someone else's story. Now, he's center stage, and the film doesn't shy away from the fact that not everyone is on board. Some people think Steve Rogers should be the only Captain America. Some think the shield should have been retired with him, and others, they're watching, waiting to see if Sam can handle it. Enter President Thaddeus Ross. Now played by Harrison Ford, Ross isn't just a political figure, he's a force. A man who understands power, who has shaped policy and war alike. And in Brave New World, his relationship with Sam isn't exactly friendly. Ross wants control, he wants stability, and a Captain America who follows orders would be a useful tool. But Sam Wilson was never one for blind obedience, and that puts them on a collision course that fuels much of the film's tension. But Ross isn't just a president. He's a ticking time bomb. We all knew it was coming. The transformation. Red Hulk. It's a move that pushes the MCU into deeper, stranger waters. And while there's been plenty of debate about the visual effects, there's no denying the impact of seeing Ross become something more than just a political manipulator. He becomes a force of destruction. And suddenly, the fight isn't just ideological. It's physical, a battle of strength, will, and whether raw power is enough to claim victory. And that brings us to one of the most divisive aspects of Brave New World, the execution. For every moment of character depth and political intrigue, there's an equal moment where Marvel's infamous CGI spectacle takes over. Some will argue that the Red Hulk's design pushes too far into the realm of artificiality, that the MCU's visual effects are reaching a breaking point where hyperrealism is becoming a distraction. And honestly, there's some truth to that. We've seen the uncanny valley creeping into blockbuster films for years now, and Brave New World doesn't escape unscathed. But at its core, this movie isn't about visual perfection, it's about transition. About a world figuring out what Captain America looks like when Steve Rogers isn't the one wearing the suit. But here's the real question. Does the film succeed in making that transition feel earned? That's where opinions start to diverge. Some critics praise the film's willingness to slow down and focus on Sam as a character, to explore what it means to step into a role that was never meant for him. Others argue that Brave New World tries to balance too many elements at once: political thriller, superhero action, legacy story, and ends up being a little uneven. What's undeniable, though, is the impact of this film. Marvel has spent years building a universe where superheroes are more than just people in costumes. They're symbols, and symbols evolve. We saw it with Black Panther, with Spider-Man, and now with Captain America. Sam Wilson's journey isn't about replacing Steve Rogers. It's about proving that Captain America isn't just about super soldier strength or a perfect past. It's about standing up, even when the world isn't sure it wants you to. And maybe that's why Brave New World matters. It's not just another chapter in the MCU. It's a turning point. Whether it soars or stumbles, it forces us to ask the question, what does a hero look like today? Not in the past, not in the golden age of comic book ideals, but right now. If Steve Rogers was the Captain America of certainty, Sam Wilson is the Captain America of uncertainty. And maybe that's exactly what the world needs. So, what do you think? Did Brave New World live up to the legacy? Or is the MCU struggling to find its footing in this new era? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check the description for more details. More conversations like this are coming, and trust me, you won't want to miss them.